Welcome. For centuries, the entire world has searched for Cleopatra's lost tomb, a mystery that has defied empires, archaeologists, and legends. What a team discovered beneath the desert of Alexandria was not just a burial, but something that was never meant to be found. Number 10. The underground signal that shouldn't have existed. When archaeologists reached the desert west of Alexandria, they never expected the sand to start shifting. Their instruments recorded a deep, slow, rhythmic pulse repeating every 42 seconds. At first, they suspected a malfunction, then a measurement error. But after replacing the equipment several times, one fact became undeniable. The beat was coming from the ground itself. An unsettling coincidence heightened the tension. 42 was a sacred number in ancient Egypt, tied to the judges of the afterlife. The desert began trembling softly beneath the team's feet, as traces of underground heat formed geometric shapes no one could explain. Everything suggested that something buried beneath those unmoving dunes for millennia was reacting to their presence. Number 9. The temple that spoke two languages. Digging beneath the collapsing sand, the archaeologists uncovered the first stones of a forgotten temple. The inscriptions left everyone speechless. Egyptian hieroglyphs and Greek letters carved side by side with flawless precision. A rare sight, especially in a sacred place, and one that pointed to a very specific author, Cleopatra, a queen suspended between two worlds, the last living embodiment of Isis and ruler of a Greek-origin dynasty. The location matched ancient descriptions of Taposiris Magna, a sanctuary dedicated to the rebirth of Osiris. Even coins bearing Cleopatra's face and royal resin-covered altars confirmed the site's importance. Yet the walls vibrated with the same subterranean pulse, as if the temple itself was still alive. Number 8. The impossible tunnel carved into stone. Beneath the temple floor, radar revealed something no one believed possible. A perfectly straight tunnel stretching over a kilometer, carved into limestone without showing marks of tools or structural weakness. Even today, building such a passage with that level of precision would be a challenge. A camera lowered through a small opening showed walls smooth as glass, arched ceilings, and repeated engravings of the same phrase in Greek and Egyptian, "Life renewed." The path resembled a symbolic journey toward rebirth, a ritual road intended for a royal soul. At the end of the tunnel, instruments detected a sealed chamber whose walls were warmer than the surrounding rock, as if an ancient energy had remained trapped inside for thousands of years, waiting to be disturbed. Number 7. The lapis lazuli chamber that breathed. When the final wall gave way, a wave of cold, ancient air rushed out. The interior walls were coated in a black, glass-like substance, as though stone had been melted by impossible heat. The ceiling, studded with hundreds of fragments of lapis lazuli, formed a starry vault depicting Isis calling life back into Osiris. It felt more like a cosmic ritual than a funerary decoration. The inscriptions issued warnings: break the union and balance will fall. Blood will spill from the left eye. Each message appeared in both Greek and Egyptian. Thin veins of mercury ran beneath the floor, a substance used to seal what must never be opened. This place hadn't been built to be visited. It had been built to remain closed. Number 6. The black sarcophagus that pulsed. At the center of the chamber stood a polished black granite sarcophagus, sealed with hardened resin and lead. When cranes lifted the lid, an unnatural warmth surged from within, as if something had preserved its energy for 2,000 years. Inside lay two bodies side by side, wrapped in bandages stiffened with molten gold. Between them, a bronze cylinder vibrated in sync with the mysterious 42-second pulse. The male body showed extreme sealing rituals, with cavities filled with mercury. The female body bore royal symbols and amulets of Isis. Everything suggested this was not a normal burial. It was a device designed to contain or protect something powerful. Number 5. The serpent bracelet and the forbidden identity. As they examined the female body, the archaeologists froze. Around her arm was a cobra-shaped bracelet with its jaws open wide, both a royal emblem and a lethal symbol. It was the iconography associated with Cleopatra's death. An Isis amulet rested over her heart, while fragments of gold formed patterns tied to the Ptolemaic dynasty. Preliminary DNA tests confirmed genetic links to that royal bloodline. The air in the chamber grew heavy, almost vibrating, and several team members refused to re-enter. The walls trembled with the intensifying underground pulse. The growing impression was that the chamber did not honor a queen. It was protecting her with a ritual still active. Number 4. The circular corridor of the Guardians. Beyond the sarcophagus room, a passage led to a circular chamber. There, 36 skulls had been arranged with geometric precision. 12 men, 12 women, 12 children. Each was missing its jawbone, as if intentional separation prevented reunion. Traces of blue lotus resin and gold dust coated the eye sockets, creating a chilling effect. At the center, a small platform marked with the Ankh symbol held 2 cups melted by intense heat, one containing human blood residue. The inscription encircling the room read, "They guard the passage and hold the balance." Scholars believed this was not a funerary chamber but a mechanism preventing something from crossing an invisible boundary. Number 3. The system that was never meant to be reactivated. Sensors placed around the chamber detected electromagnetic bursts synchronized with the underground rhythm. Every 42 seconds, a pressure wave seemed to pass behind the eyes, like an invisible pulse. The researchers realized the system wasn't symbolic, it was functional. Cleopatra might not have designed just a burial site, but an operational structure built to maintain a balance no one yet understood. Questions multiplied. Who were the 36 guardians? What were they balancing? And what had the archaeologists unleashed by breaking the ancient seals? Even skeptics began to fear they had disrupted a spiritual or energetic mechanism engineered to last through the ages. Number 2. The burial as a weapon. All collected evidence pointed to a deliberate design. Cleopatra's tomb was not a monument, but a defensive system. Every element, mercury, lapis lazuli, the impossible tunnel, the rhythmic vibrations, appeared crafted to protect, contain, or prevent the awakening of something. Researchers realized the queen, often portrayed by Romans as manipulative, had in fact been a strategist who planned her passage to the afterlife with the precision of an engineer. Some believed she wanted to keep enemies from desecrating her body. Others suggested she guarded dangerous religious secrets. The truth remains unknown. Whatever was sealed beneath the desert was never meant to be disturbed, and now the desert seemed to remember that. Number 1. The question no one wants to ask. When the discovery leaked, universities and governments split. Should the site be permanently resealed, or should research continue? No one could ignore that every broken seal intensified the subterranean pulse. The area was locked down, but not before one final thought circulated among the researchers. If Cleopatra built a mechanism based on death, sacrifice, and balance, then whatever lay at its center was not just a royal corpse. Maybe she was defending her legacy. Maybe she was protecting Egypt from Roman domination even after death. Or perhaps she guarded something that must never be awakened. What was Cleopatra truly protecting? A tomb or a power still unknown? Thanks for watching until the end. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss our next content. See you soon for more adventures and curiosities.